Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play. I really love the Ace Attorney game, and on the eShop was the Ace Attorney Trilogy. I only played the third game of the trilogy, so everything will be new because this pack is only in English and I played it well in German. Oh, let's go into this. Alright. Ace Attorney. New game. The first turnabout. Yeah, let's go into this. Gasp, gasp. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught, not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 AM, District Court, Defense Lobby number 2. Boy, I'm nervous. Right? Oh, hiya, Chief! I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you know the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's new to me. I want to help him out the way I can. Just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give them death sentence. I ain't afraid. That sounds stupid to say it out loud. Ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I'm finished. I can't live in this world. Without her, I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it's what you... My name is Phoenix Wright. Here is the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, When something smells, it's usually the butts. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack of getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say for it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Dad and I owe him one, which I took the case to clear his name. And that's what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. Your client is safe. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstance, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consciously. Please state the name of the defendants in this case. The defendant is Larry Butts. The defendant's well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep the word and you will do fine. Next question. This is a murderer trial. Tell me the victim's name. You. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's weird. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing blank. Here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot the template. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed into the court records. Just touch the court record button to next at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. So, court records. Let's see. Profiles. The victim, Cindy Stone, 22, female. A model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Interesting. So, Cindy Stone. Excuse me, but I'm not really so well in really long talking. The victim name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of the death? She died because she was... Well, we don't need to see the court records, we saw the opening. She was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You have answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain the court what that object was? The murderer is this statue of the finger. It was found lying next to the floor of the victim. I see, the court accepts this into the evidence. Statue added to the court records. Yeah, I really look at the evidence. That evidence is only ammunition you have in the court. Touch the court record button to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call the first witness. The prosecution called the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do you do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get your chance to respond the prosecution later, so be ready. Just let's hope it doesn't say anything unfortunate. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that your victim had recently dumped you? We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony? Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What is it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what it's meant by dump. In fact, she has completely dumped you and was seeing other men. She just had returned overseas on one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all lies, I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model but didn't have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. This game is really so much on how do I describe it? On edge of being too adult for a kids game, but not adult enough to be for adults, if that doesn't make any sense. I mean, we saw blood at the beginning, ooh, murderer, and such a thing. And now sugar daddies. Who? Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men gave her money and gifts. She took the money and used to support her lifestyle. Dude, you can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? What should I do? Wait, see what happens? Or stop him from answering? I would say stop him from answering would be a better choice. My client had no idea if the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. Ah, I get it. She-dog. Female dog. There is a specific word for female dogs. Good one, game. Good one. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop that. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get the bottom of this. Let's continue the trial, shall we? I believe the accursed motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder. Did you not look? Well, did you or didn't you? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? I played the third game in this series and I think the honest way is better. I know, I sent him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, well, I was there when... Order, well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like I didn't see her. Oh, that's not pleasant voice. Your Honor, then define this line. Lie? The prosecution would like to call the witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, what simplifies matters who you witness? The man who found the victim's body. That's before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defiant fleeing from the scene of crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is going bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building? Please bring Mr. Frank saw it? Ah. Oh, I forgot the punny names. Saw it? Mr. Wright? Mr. Saw it? Use a newspaper subscription, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawant, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Finally, we are in the main game. So, start please. I was going door to door to selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I qualied in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went into the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the fireman sitting over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against the testimony like this. Why wasn't the phone at the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time the murder was there was a blackout in the building. There aren't phones supposed working during blackouts? Yes, Your Honor. However, some of the cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Soren used was one of those. Your Honor, I have the records of the blackouts for you per usual. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin with your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. No. This is it, the real deal. What exactly I'm supposed to do? Why? You expose the lies in the testimonies of the witness. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then there must be a witness Then that midwife must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he is not? Hold the key in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony with the evidence and test. Bound the contradiction in there first. Find the contradiction between the court records and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradictory evidence, present it and rub it into the victim's face. Okay. Touch the court record button to contradict the testimony. I was going door to door to selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. Wait. I wanted to see the electronic atmosphere was from noon, so 12 o'clock is a noon to 6 p.m. Time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. The day before she was murdered, she came back from Paris. Okay, I think I know where the problem is. Here, the time 1 p.m. but the autopsy thing told that the death was... Okay, let's do this the cool way. Objection!
Objection!
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts with the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time is after 4 p.m. So there was nobody to find at 1 p.m. So how do you explain the 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgotten the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sowett, why were you certain they found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give the testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but there was 3 hours off, was it? I guess the wisdom has watched the videotape of a program. It's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terrible sorry about the misunderstanding. But there was a power outage till 6 p.m. So this isn't working well for him. And no. Objection! Objection!
Objection!
I should use the button better. But it's fun to say it. Like Deadpool said in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have hit a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawhead? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawhead, the court will prefer here the accurate testimony for this very beginning. The contents correction are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. I can't tell this. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been a shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawyer. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. Get it? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon killed to use the victim's head, and must have that what I saw. It's a clock? Wasn't it a statue?
Objection!
Your Honor, if I may, yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck on a switch just tilted and it says the time out loud. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted as a statue, my apologies. I see. So the murderer weapon has a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright? It appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony? Yes, I think I should go on. The only way he could have known this weapon was a clock if it holds in his hand. Yet the witness testified it never entered the apartment. Clearly it's a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove it I went in there. I do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock. Interesting. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoken just as you hit the victim. That verse was burnt into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness' face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Oh, that's mean. Order, in the court I say. Your Honor, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence that's about the faint claim. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You claim the sound of the witness here comes from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawyer was definitely this clock. In fact, here it's simple. Try the sounding of the clock. I ask the court to listen carefully. Beep. I think it's... Well, he's the thinker after all. So, we hear the clock. What's your conclusion, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you... can you tell me please what time it is now? As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the description between what Mr. Sawhead heard and the actual time of the death. So, Mr. Sawhead, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. What is he talking about now? Why, it seems like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can prove that, you don't have a case. Oh, and here comes what I know about my most American friends. Time difference. So the time difference between here and Japan, I think it's a bit more. So, let's see what we can do. I know it already. Yeah, I know it. So,
Take that!
sorry. I should definitely have a drink next time I do this. Oh, there is the legendary puns of this game. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It. Oh, I think he had a stroke. Well, this case has certainly turned out different than expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested, taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a different so quickly. Different true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, it's only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yeah! Oh, this is going to be such a long episode, but I don't feel like splitting apart this one. This is a good introduction into this series. Oh, I love it. I love it, 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 I love it. Yeah, here's the backstory, how it really happened. I must say that Mia is a cool character. I like her. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. But my Cindy Windy, gone man, gone forever. Larry, she was, nah, never mind. Congratulations, Larry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see it in the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat? Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't that the invent that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I keep this as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she just was playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want just try? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me. Facepalm. I think she's quite a lot of you. I think her own way. Nah, you don't got to sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Sometimes you really want to slap. Yeah. The thinker, she headed all the way to Paris. Check this out. The bruised position you wear some charm to her. Huh? What's about the clock? The clock you made for her, Larry. She took it all the way where she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's pretty heavy for a clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, I hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself, right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in, never. Well, I think our work here is done. Sean will be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about a dinner on me? We drink a toast to the innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometimes, maybe over drinks? Ooh, she is hitting hard. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me into the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have your friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me up." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Ooh. First chapter cleared, the prologue. A brand new episode, Turnabout Sisters, has been added. Yes, I would like to save. So, I think this was for this episode. Hope to see you next time when we continue this. Bye!